Good morning and good afternoon and a very good evening depending where and when you're watching this. This is trip 3 for our mini-series we're doing on if the Merlin passes are worth it. Today we went to Alton Towers. It was the 19th of April. This is us going from the station down to the main entrance. It's very well kept, very well presented. Here are the frogs dressed up in their Fanex? I can't remember their name. I was even in the park and I can't remember their name. Again, it wasn't too busy. We obviously went on a Friday. Lots of schools actually. Seeing it was the first week back at school, there was a lot of schools to be out. So we were set off, we went towards X sector, which holds the Smiler. Smiler is my favourite ride by far. This is one of the biggest queue times we did. It was a 40-minute queue time. Well worth the wait though. Not been on it for a few years and I just love that music. And it's something like 14 rolls and loops and stuff. And you do feel it. If you do go to Alton Towers, I would suggest doing it twice. And it's just the theming, the whole music, the whole surrounds as you're walking through. Makes you feel like you are one with the Smiler. And then obviously we head towards Oblivion. Obviously this is an X sector still, so this was our second one. We did all the big 7 for our trip today. Again, a lovely view of the Smiler. Just that all those tracks just merged into one. This is obviously after the ride. We weren't allowed to film on the rides, obviously. So we're walking through the parks, the gardens. The gardens are very well kept. It doesn't feel like a theme park when you're in this part. So we're now in the Dark Forest. This holds 13 and a Rita. As you can see there, Rita just going around the track. Again, the theming in these areas is fantastic. So then we went back through the gardens as we went to the next section of the park. We were there all day. We got there for half 10. We left the park about 4:30. Wicker Man. Now, this has been here for a while. I've not actually done Wicker Man before. So again, this was a new ride for me to have a go on. And again, the whole immersion when you're in the ride as well is a big thing. There's the Wicker Man himself. Lots of smoke. Very in depth. And then obviously we went down to Forbidden Valley, where Nemesis Reborn has opened this year. And let me tell you, the theming on this one is astronomical compared to everything else. The theme it's been put in, the work, the props as you walk around. The queue line though, the queue line is massive. The queue line is, I don't think it was this long originally. I don't remember walking up the back of this part of the park. Obviously, there's a lot of footage here of Nemesis. But we also did Galactograph this, but obviously I didn't film it. By that time of the day, I stopped filming as I forgot to do other things. There's little interactive like telescopes you can look in as you go around. The queue time was pretty fast, and I did notice towards the end, I know they were loading the whole train when we were on it, but when we left, they were only loading the front, so I don't know if they had a problem with it or something like that. Now we will go through the costs and work out what we spent and what we saved. So the money we saved on tickets to get an Alton Towers ticket on the day is actually £68 per person. Now we only used 2 of our Merlin passes, so that equates to a saving just in tickets alone as £136. Obviously when we were there we got food, so we ordered a barbecue chicken sandwich combo one double cheeseburger large combo, and we got 20% off of that, so the total come to £23.40, and we saved a £5.85p. Now this is the big one, you always have to leave through the gift shop. So I brought, keep in mind I do love Smiler, so I brought the Smiler stacking mug, which is new for 2014, the Alton Towers Smiler coaster, which I think is new for this year or last year. I also brought the Smiler interlock magnet that has basically like a little puzzle piece, as you probably see on the photo right now, and then obviously my wife wanted to get the Galactica one to go with that. All in all, we spent £30 in the gift shop, but with our Merlin pass of 20% off, we actually saved £6, so that one only come to £24 on total. So keep it in mind, this is our third trip of the year using the annual passes, and we haven't actually had a trip where we used all 3 of our gold Merlin passes. From trip 2, we were still in the red at £22.39. In this video, we saved a grand total of £147.85. So that actually means on trip 3, and keep in mind there is no additional cost because we're still in April, so we are actually in the green for the first time of £125.46 we've saved across tickets and spending. So yeah, if you like this sort of video and want to find out how much more we save, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and until next time, stay safe, look after each other, and peace out.